Hey, what up, YouTube Live? It's me, Wayne. Wayne's World, party time, excellent. I am a ball of emotions, as can read from the caption or title. I'm a hot mess. My Sunday best. It's not my Sunday best, actually. Just got on something I feel is cute. Oh, damn it, phone. My little American Eagles. Eagle Schmeagles. But I'm attempting to be myself, my best self, my authentic self. Maybe for the first time, maybe for the last time. Um, I'm just like utterly. Oh Jesus! There goes my other phone. Utterly horrified, saddened. I am just not understanding what's going on in the world today, with the direction of our great nation, whatever. And pretty heartbroken. I guess first I should start off. I don't know. I don't get a lot of views on YouTube. I don't really know how you go about getting viewership on YouTube. Oh, it's cold. I'm trying with the AC. It's cold, cold, cold. In my tiny house. I've got a tiny house. It's actually an apartment, Pueblo. But I don't not to say I don't care. I would like to have YouTube followers, YouTube friends, not friends at all. I would say for the most part, I'm a pretty well-known person. I've traveled a nice bit in my life, I would say. Um, I've been to New York City, Atlanta, Japan. I went to Japan. I went to Osaka, Osaka. Went to Osaka, Osaka. I didn't go to Tokyo. I went to Kyoto and a little, excuse me, city in the north of Japan called Totori. Totori. I've been to the UK twice, London, as well as like some place called like Leeds or like whatever. And been to California. I had a love of my life crush. It's like a crush. It's a Mexican guy named Joey Ramon Hernandez, Jay Hernandez, not Joey Ramon. It was like a still love of my life, one of them. Yeah. And so I went to Oxnard, California, which is like a barrio in California. I've been to Pittsburgh. I have a girlfriend, also love of my life situation. And actually, I went to Canada too. I think I went to Ontario or Toronto. I drove to Canada one day before I went to Minnesota. And I also lived in Duluth, Minnesota for like 6 years, just randomly. It's a beautiful little, well, it's a nice city. It has a beautiful Lake Superior in Minnesota, but it was kind of hicky, kind of hicky. But yeah, you have to excuse me. I'm on the mushrooms. And not drugs, but I drank some mushroom tea and took a little like leftover shrooms I had. So that's why probably my problem right now is like I don't know if anybody else does mushrooms, but they're like, you know. And I don't like I talking to this guy and oh, who's beeping? He he does hallucinogens and stuff like that, like 420 or whatever, more than me, and he's like, you do mushrooms by yourself? Like, but I don't really have anyone to do mushrooms with. And I'm like, I want to do the mushrooms, so you'll have to excuse me if I'm a little, I'm going to try to keep my attitude good, and I think more so than anything, it's like the climate of the world, and even I know this sounds crazy, but the astral plane, the spiritual environment, like in Korra, where there's like the spirits are floating around and stuff on the Korra from the Avatar. I think that's a real thing. Before I started doing mushrooms back when I was in college, I lived with these two girls, these two white girls, Elsie and Angie. Hey guys, from they're from Calvert County. They're from like, but they're like Pink fans. Like they like Pink, and some people name Fish, and the Fish are like the Grateful Dead, so they're like deadheads, like kind of like hippies or whatever. But let's see. Who you finna try? I bet it ain't me. Ooh, bitch, it ain't me. Caps, caps, caps. So I'm gonna do my hair. You know, hopefully you can hear me. My hair is not that bad, so I'm just gonna like do it quick, because I want to just ramble on here. I'm gonna try to keep this video to like 25. Or 30 minutes. But I'm gonna make a couple just so you guys can keep me company. I'll show you my products. Got this one. This is shea butter and aloe, as well as some oil sheen. So I'll put a little bit out of my hair now. This is some olive oil spray conditioning oil. So I've got the skin fade going on. I was feeling fancy, so anyway. And I'll try to refrain from talking about Mr. Minnesota, because he's the loser. But yeah, so I think like the kind of spiritual climate of like the I don't know, like trippy world, or I don't know what you call that kind of stuff. I can't, but I think it's messed up. Like it's messed up with a lot of like where the psyche is. Like in real life, the psyche of the mind. What is this? Oh, that's the psyche of the mind, where it's like like where your dreams are, and where the creativity of the fantasy characters like Storm and Wolverine and the Lord of the Rings and Miyazaki, like Spirited Away and all that kind of stuff is like it's like sick or something, because it's been polluted, by a lot of violence and things that cause paranoia and negativity and sadness as a form of entertainment, Who you finna try? I bet it ain't me. Ooh, bitch, it ain't me. Caps, caps, caps. It's a cute shirt. It's looking a little bit better now. I'm also really upset about the border thing, the beautiful indigenous South Americans. They come from Honduras, Guatemala, and Salvador. And they walked through Mexico and came to Tijuana, which is like, even I was telling you, I just talked to a guy. We didn't really date, we just kind of talked. And he's like, he likes to go to, they call Tijuana TJ. They just go to Tijuana to party sometimes. They like go across the border or whatever. But I thought it was actually really cool what they're doing. But I'm like, that sounds like the Berlin Wall from like Nazi Europe, what's going on with that border thing. And that kind of had me alarmed and feeling less than excited about, what's going on. Oh, excuse me. And I want to go out, because I'm from DC, and I was kind of on the DC party scene, poetry scene, party scene, just basically old U Street. Oh, some shit. It's not the same as it was before. definitely not the same. And plus, it's like so much going on outside. I'm just like, Jesus, people are getting grabbed up at Waffle Houses. There was a drive-by shooting on New York Avenue. Three women were found, like, I guess, like, murdered, dead bodies in Southeast. Like, I've never heard stuff like that in DC before. So I'm like, And then the worst one was somebody knocked on somebody's door and then stabbed a pregnant woman, an 18-year-old pregnant girl, and then in a ski mask, and then ran off, like completely randomly stabbed some girl who was pregnant, and then I was like, oh Jesus, that's the fool. That is crazy. Oh. Tell me before you do that, damn it. So I think I just changed the tone of the conversation because it's getting kind of heavy already. But yeah, I'm trying to stay in a good mood because I'm like horribly, horribly lonely, and I'm starting to take it somewhat personally. That it's like, I don't know, I'm just not popping or preferred. I'm a bit of a different type of person, and like actually I'm a special needs person. I have a pretty serious case of autism, high functioning autism. I always kind of refer to myself as I'm like Forrest Gump, Lieutenant Dan. Hey, Bubba. Forrest, I love you, Forrest. I love you too, Bubba. It's a little. And I've been reaching out a lot, on Facebook Messenger, just reaching out for, months now since I've been in the UK, and haven't really been getting much response back, and I don't understand why not, why people don't want to talk on the Facebook Messenger. So kind of putting this out there to, just, be me in the world. In the digital world, keeping up with the Kardashians, GTL, TTYL, BRB, OMG, WYD. I adore your LOL. Talking to you makes me feel swell. IDK your KIT. I adore your LOL. Talking to you makes me feel swell. Azanto. Oh, shiny. I'm gonna leave it alone too. No more. Just leave it. A little bit more. It's a little greasy and a little dry in the back. There we go. There we go. Let me get this rat tail together. Rat's tails. Yeah, I think I'm gonna jump into some poetry too before I start rambling on anything else. So I wanted to get that out. Some of my poetry. This is also like a Christian Mingle dating tape. My name is Wayne. I like long walks on the beach, candlelit dinners under the moonlight, howling at that same said moon, smoking marijuana, muchos poquito. Muchos poquito. I like Asian guys, Mexican guys, and mixed race black men. That's not a problem. I also am somewhat pansexual, bisexual. So I like girls too. I fall in love with females. But I don't like girls so much because I haven't had the best luck with women, to be honest. But I still try, The most baby mama. Give me a baby mama. If I ever get a boyfriend or a partner, we're gonna get a girlfriend, have a baby mamas. But I don't know how far we're gonna go with all bisexual threesomes and stuff. They even do those. I'm sure somebody does. Cardi B freaking behind. Gone mama. Go on, baby girl. Freak it behind. Oh, it looks good. My hair's so pretty. I think it's about done now. Where's my link at? Where's my... Oh, I'll show you guys my box of goodies too. That'll be a separate video, my box of goodies. And not deep gooded. But I'll do my little, I'll just do like a little toy video too. That'd be something separate. What's left of my toy collection. My mom threw it all away. The rest of my happiness and my hopes and my dreams. At least I got my sketchbook though, so that's cool. That's cool. That's cool. All right, Kim Kardashian, get out of the mirror. You look fine. Okay. Cute. Cute L. Turning it up. Turn the bitch. L. Broke the bank and I took the ball. Now who's the baddest? Cat, shabam. Cat, shaboom. Cat, shaboom. Walk to the room. I'm stepping out like a bad on the gata. So wakata. You know what I say, like nah, beauty bay. And if you going my way, we on the highway, the flyway. And I'm sky high, so I fly away. And then I came back and had to hit him with a track to make him dance. Standing bow-legged in your Yamamoto pants, a bulletproof stance, and a pocket full of dough. Oh, no, I got a pocket full of dough. Kawaii, that's Nate, from around the way. And if you talking to me right, I'll be your nine, I'm a give you back. You know what they say. Ow, my eyes. Give you fresh face, bad bitch realness. Nah. Oh, Jesus. Did I mess up my hair? Did I mess up my hairs? My hair? I spit a lot. Get some aloe and moisturize my face. You like? Do you like? Put a little bit more in my hair. Just to finish it off. So if you got mixed race kids, you need to get you some aloe. That's how you get the hair together. Aloe and some shea butter, some Carol's Daughter, and a little spray. And fix it right up. Jada. Oh, it feels so good. Ooh, yes. All right. right. Oh, it feels so good. Because if you didn't know, I am the generous queen. Just ask Miss Ellen. So yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna read a couple of poems and then I'll make another video. Make part 2. Just took all this time getting my hair did. It's somewhat pretty. Got some length back here, so growing a man bun. I decided to like freak it out. I wanted to get a fade, but I really don't have the money for that, so I just did it myself. All right. Ow. All right, where's my poetry books? My poetry books. Oh shit. What is that? This fell out. Yeah, I think I'll do like a goodie box. I'll do a goodie box. I'll do like a bunch of goodie boxes, like super goodie box haul. Leave my hair alone now. It does look pretty good. Still, it's not as thick as I would like it to be, but I don't like to complain too much. Oh, it feels so good. Jesus. That's the mix, man. Excuse me. Gotta thank my mamas and my daddies for my nice jeans, for these Calvin Kleins. Got me some nice jeans. Get your nice dreams, ooh, ooh, ooh. And love what you do when you do. You make me want to shoop. Shoop-a-doop. Shoop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doop. 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 See my little outfit. Yeah, I'm kind of a private person, especially I've been through a lot concerning like human trafficking and there's a lot of traumatic experiences recently, domestic abuse, you know, it's a lot of really rough stuff. And to be completely honest, I was had very severe feelings of suicide for many years now, you know, for many years going back to, oh Jesus, years. But not last Christmas, the Christmas before last, it was like really bad. It was like really bad. Like I got ghosted pretty bad by this guy. I didn't really like him either. He's like kind of dirty. I shouldn't call him dirty, but he had really poor hygiene, and he's just a little bit of a loser. But you know, I was just like talking to him, like brown skinned, poofy haired, mixed race black guy. But and that wasn't per se that. It was just like same thing now. Like I'm just really freaking lonely, you know. So it sucks, but I'm hanging in here as best I can. Oh. Shoop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doop. Doop-a-doop-a-doop. Ah! So I wanted to put my earphones on so I make sure you can hear me well. Holla if you hear me. Holla if you hear me. Alrighty. So, yeah. So I'm gonna get right into. Damn it! Where'd that goddamn poetry notebook go? Damn, Elle's always stealing shit. Okay. This is me and my mom when I was younger. That's baby me. Baby me. Baby me. Okay, this is pretty good. I've always like never wanted to read this one because it's like so emotional for me. I think it's pretty good, so I'll go ahead and share it with you guys. Of which I'll share for you, without which I'll share with you. My feet is my only carriage, but I gotta push on through. And while I'm gone, everything's gonna be all right. Oh Jesus! Don't fall. Don't fall. Don't fall. Don't fall in love. It's a trap. Don't fall in love. It's a trap. It's called raccoon, romancing raccoon. It's like Spanish word for Mexican word for Spanish word for raccoon is mapache. Mapache. I have a little question for you. I have a question for you. Is it a little white lie? You know that you almost made me cry the last time we said goodbye. Again, I ask you, is it a little white lie? The last time we said goodbye, you know that you almost made me cry. So I pray what the truth will be. Your eyes looking into me, my eyes looking at yours. Oh God, it's so embarrassing. Green as the lake superior shore and sky, this honey, cinnamon, mocha colored biracial black guy. Under the hood of my car, can you fix what's wrong? Or pimp the ride and sing the song? This flying fly is what in my head and in my dreams. Life is so unfair it seems. A slow reminisce, soft, sweet and sad, on what you said to me and my bad. On my phone and then again, at least then I can say, my friend, that you answered my call. Yes, I know too fast I fall. Into your eyes, your grasp, your arms, subtle brown skin, the strength of your charms, the manly way you shyly decline, the fact that I see your strong jawline, your brother's engagement and welcome surprise, which only brings me back to the green of your eyes, the bright in your smile, the south in your style, the way we speak, and our friendship I seek. Sincerely yours, Don Juan DeMarco. Mapache! I hate that poem. Like, it's like really embarrassing now, but it's cool. This one is funny. Like, this was like I had like a mixtape. This is gonna be the name of the next mixtape. It's called "My Nigga, Could You Smoke Me Out?" My nigga, could you smoke me out? A blunt is what I'm talking about. A little bit of puff puff pass. So don't be fronting on my black ass. Sorry, it's just silly. I was thinking about that one day and it made me laugh. I'm gonna keep going, just kind of like go through this whole notebook. 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 Quaderno. Alright. My stun gun, I call the hater blocker, aka Silk the Shocker, dreads like Waka Flocka. I might shock a Zulu who don't recognize my voodoo and show some respect. Be quick to break their neck for a chance to hate on me and my date. No, we not straight, just a little bit fruity. You hating in my grill for real, but don't your girl got a big old booty? So why you over here getting in my grill? I give a fuck how you feel. You know I keeps it hella real. I pop you like a pill or a pimple. I got these dimples, they cute. I stay rocking Prada boots. I pop ya, I shot ya. Got you chilling in the ER for hating on this hood star. Cause I'm a nonviolent offender. Still I bend your ass backwards and send you back to the whack place you came from. You looking like a dum-dum. Your style hella whack, but my shit is stay done. My outfit cold from my head to my toe. And the price of my clothes, it gets you higher than droves. Hydroponic, supersonic, recreated like the Bionic Man. This Xbox controller is stay in my hand, but I ain't playing no games. I stay ducking these lanes, driving these dudes insane and having them fanning they flames every time they saying my name like Mary Jane. I'm marrying them popping, my floaty never stopping. Despite the constant hate, I just can't wait to move to this brand new state of mind. I find a pot of gold at the end of every one of my rainbows. I'm throwing bows and shows and repping 415, gully 415. The hydroponics is clean, I mean the dro stupid mean. It's the grade A government, president, official. I'm puffing on the Joint Chiefs and staff. I smoked in the hell, but a drug test. A nigga never failed. King shit. 16 bars like my niggas in jail. Got my niggas in hell, holding on the bars. Got my niggas in the cell. Still fly though, Nikki on the cell. I mean iPhone, ET, phone home, so I smoked them out. Jamaican ganja is what I'm talking about. This Cristal MGD got me P. Diddy tipsy. But like my nigga J-Quan, everybody in the club got their J's on, head to toe. The pimp game strong, so you already know. That was kind of crazy. Excuse me if I drop too many M-bombs. Hope I don't scare you off, but I'm a little ghetto fabulous. Little ghetto fabulous. Fantabulous. This was pretty bad too. This is my pimp shit, you know. Um, Yeah, I'm in love, all broken hearted and shit. But if this light skinned nigga ain't acting right, I'll replace his ass quick. The way I play him is sick. I'm fast to upgrade my status. My style much like the baddest. He thought he made me the saddest, but little did he know I got dudes in the stash like my Facebook hoe that'll never say no when I want to chit chat. In fact, I got a dreadlock cutie who keep the blunts and the booty. A pirate's chest of jewels. I'm hater blocking these fools. Stay Stevie Wonder to the madness. Smoking on the baddest. Loud diesel ass green. Counting Wu-Tang cream with my spot clean like 915. You know what I mean? I'm this 730 butch queen with a mean Vogue femme. That's me and I'm him. I be's that dude. I keep a cutie in the mood. And that's the rude boys. Is they strong enough to rock rough and tough with these Cocoa Puffs? That's my pimp shit. Well, my skin is really clean. My skin is really clean. Okay, so I'm just gonna keep going. I'm at the 30-minute mark, and I'll start again with some more rambling video on the next video, and do like a little goodie box video. You guys just keep me company for a while. But actually I'll pause there and talk about I don't know. I just get a lot of anxiety. Like I have really, really bad anxiety. I don't know if I said on this channel before about just I don't think I feel so much insecure as like wanting to be have a feeling of being protected or like I don't know, like a masculine presence that is fulfills that role. You know, it's a place where I feel particularly like feminine. You know, it kind of upsets me because obviously I'm a dude and I'm not very like needing someone to protect me much. I think I do pretty good to take care of myself, but still, yeah. There used to be a gray tower alone on the sea, a love supreme inside of me. And when there is a storm brewing on the sea, a great spirit grows inside of me, with rolling waves and gray clouds to burst open the sky, raining a trail of tears on the land, leaving no place dry. There is a savage garden in the city of angels, a place unfamiliar to love and strangers, a garden full of angelic beings who consistently strive to rage against the machine. They convene and grow, dancing barefoot in the snow, savage guardians and black angels in flight, ebony skin as dark as the night, these angelic spirits so full of light. I get kind of mad, you know, when I talk to guys because they seem to look at me a certain way, you know, or they don't take the time to get to know more of who it is I am or what I offer. I guess more than like looks or like sex, you know. I actually haven't been very sexually active. Once upon a time, I was a little bit of a thought, you know. I wouldn't say like horribly promiscuous, like, especially by today's standards. Like, no. I was a baby thought. I wasn't no thought. But I was a little thought pocket, little thotty, you know, little thotty hottie. But I've like calmed down a lot, you know, on purpose, you know, on purpose, just because I want to save something for like my boyfriend or my partner, depending upon if I ever meet this person. Not as though there's like no one available. I'm actually talking to a couple of different guys, and I was in like a somewhat of a situation not too long ago with this guy named TJ, and he's a little strange. He kind of looked like Stephen Curry. So it's cool. I like really like guys that look like that with the funny color eyes and shit. But it's not like, oh, you're the king of the world or anything. Because any guy, attractive or not, if they're like act silly or I'm just like not feeling it, like whatever, you know. So that's where I'm at right now. Cause I have this big. I mean, I really met a guy I really friggin' liked, but he just didn't have very much to offer, you know. It happens to me a lot where, you know, you meet somebody and it's like, oh Jesus, that's so wonderful, I've met you, you know, oh, fireworks when we meet, and then nothing. That sucks. This one's kind of spooky, so I'm gonna brujo dibujo en el negro cuaderno con el lápiz de los espejismos de las aranas. A sinner's prayer, an albino's nightmare, and other things to whiten your hair. Hereticisms and the schisms left by anachronisms and phantoms of a bygone era and days gone by. Nights spent high on night terrors under a full moon. A beautiful life gone too soon. A fortnight of sleeplessness, and my only weakness is brought on by complacency. Docile, unproductive zombies seeking me consistently, causing me irregularly PTSD and a steady, uneasy heart to beat with fear as hot as desert heat and swirling sandstorms of nightmare locusts, unfocused, digital hocus pocus. Heresy today and gone tomorrow, the dearly departed in constant sorrow, a short-lived life and a soul to borrow, beg, and steal. I question what is real. Heart's true desire, my sisters and I are burning on fire, and with fears, my friend, I'm gone with the wind to a land of pretend and Avalon's mist, a handful of sand within my fist. Fistful of tears, a teacher of fears, the mystic of years, and as days go by, I wonder why the world is burning down all around me and you. I look to the sky for a clue on what's true and how to survive, and thus I strive to keep the peace, all the while staring into the eyes of the beast. Oh, I got another one. Why you gotta be insecure? I gave you all I had, but you wanted more. Oh, oh, oh. Alrighty, 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 alrighty. Where's that one that's really... Here it is, here it is, here it is, here it is. There it is, here we go now. Get busy. Oh, this one's pretty heavy. This one's pretty heavy. This one's pretty heavy. It's what you focus on and choose to ignore that's really sick. Imagining in your head how I suck dick. Telling me I need to work the clit or, more importantly, get some pussy to be a man. Still, I'm trying to understand that sex is about intimacy. Not you intimately seeing me tortured by your judgments and misguided emotions of a vacant, unavailable man who may have been a one-night stand and a confirmation of your normalcy and heterosexuality, a hierarchy that has cast many out into the cold, killing many, lonely, young, and old, to serve a fundamentalist belief which disrespects the chief function of the heart. It's not my art, and it's not my eyes, or the fact that I'm always by your side that causes you to turn me away. It seems as though you're never satisfied at the things I say. So tell me who I have to be for the self-respect and the love of me. Okay, I understand. You go and you bury your head in the sand to the plight of another man. That's pretty crazy. Alright, this one's another like love poemy-ish type thing. So done with love songs I sing through my tears, waiting on a mystery man for over 10 years, to float through the mist, my heart in his hand. I will never understand how I forgot my first kiss and replaced it with the thought. I fought with emotions, denied devotions, the motion in the ocean, the moon and the tide, Oshun, the great divide. I will never cross at any cost. For 3 or 2, no, only one. But what is love? But a secondhand emotion I waved away with the careless word. I said, and a broken heart left me for dead. Alone in the south, and Uncle Tom stole the gold from my mouth and never saw the lake. Another fake, untrustworthy, dirty man. No, just a boy who was irresponsible with his toys. Like gunplay, then run away, looking for a rush, a thrill, a video game, a kill. Disrespect, unsafe sex. I can't save you from yourself, your selfish self, or anyone else. You go your way and I'll see mine. But I'm damn fine, so bitch ass nigga, you must be blind. Then another guy, another number, area code first, or your Instagram. I hope one day I find the right man. Today and tomorrow I'm letting go. Sun shining bright, burning through the snow. What I saw in you is no longer there, and Lord only knows why I still care. I will turn my back and still have yours, but seek my love on foreign shores. I'll read that last part again, it's my favorite. So today and tomorrow I'm letting go. The sun shining bright, burning through the snow. What I saw in you is no longer there, and Lord only knows why I still care. I will turn my back and still have yours, and seek my love on foreign shores. Another one. I'm just gonna keep going and get my poetry out today. So I was just rambling, usually sounding kooky, so I had to focus. But I'll ramble on my next video. I just felt like the internet's keeping me company, so it's pretty good to alleviate anxiety. Actually, I've been wanting to vlog for many years, and I've been doing a lot on Facebook Live, but it's not as good. They don't Facebook Live's kind of kooky. Like Facebook is like they need to get that program together because Facebook's a really good I don't know, app program. I don't know if you call it a social media platform, but it's still like a computer program. But they need to maintain it better. It's a really good resource. I would equate Facebook to something like America Online. Back when the internet first started, back in my day. When dinosaurs roamed the earth. But anyway, it started about a year ago. It started a year ago by accident. 365 days, 360 ways to define myself. I wait. 365 days I waited to share myself with you. After the first 2 months, I knew it was what I wanted to do, share myself with you, to save something for you in this world where everything is for sale, but the best things in life are still free. After 5 months, I sat alone in my room on a Saturday night, praying you would make it home all right, because I know that you love to pop collars and pop bottles, and I can't keep you from the world of living your life. I just wish I could wrap you up in my love, that you would fit my body like a glove, that you would fit my form with an equal love, meet me halfway, and we both end up in the middle of making love. By saving myself, I made a decision to equate my body with love, and if you are the only one I share my mind with, then you will be the only one I share my body with as well. Making love happens in and out of the bedroom. So I understand that what another man has done has nothing to do with you. They may have simply been a past reflection of the reality of who you are today, a lesson for me to understand life will go its own way. My greatest fear is for me to hear that you are going away. At times I feel as though I gotta watch every word I say, because the other ones, they left so easily. All that. Let's see. This one, I'm not gonna read this one. This one's a little too controversial. That's for another. It's racially motivated, racially charged. This one's pretty good. And I think I'll start another video. This urban couture, have you fiending for more? I'm rocking KLS like it's straight baby fat. Got the fashions where it's at. And on top of all that, smoking the blunt super fat. In fact, I'm stacked and strapped with designer skills on point. I'm smoking like a joint or a pack of Newports. I'm Joe Camel cool. Taking the haters to school and I play them like a fool. I take all the money and in return you get the clothes. The icy wrist froze. I'm speaking ghetto prose and hood prophecy. Watch out for Pharisees and wolves clothes and Pharisees and sheeps and wolves clothes trying to pull the wool over your eyes, evil in disguise. Cause the Zulu, Gestapo, a Kilimanjaro, that's something else. Let me see. I think that's it. This one I have to work out. Misty-eyed, I caught his glance, hoping for a chance, Sundance, to speak our own private tongue, a meeting of the mind, seeking to define a new simplicity. The way you text me makes me feel at ease. Your brown skin, the fairies tickle my knees. Yet I remain strong and sing a quiet song of a native man in a boat and how up the river he did float, caught up by the current and damn near sailed away. I pray I'll ask divinity to see him again, because I'm afraid to meet a new friend. Could you be a dream or a memory of a jungle Native American dancing to bring rain to the forest and corn to the baskets? Black jade and turquoise inlaid heavy stones. Eyes like black jade or turquoise inlaid heavy stones. Some guy I met through my iPhone. Windows out into the world wide web of Stevie's wonders. I'm like a hopeless romantic. I just but every time if I get a crush on somebody or something, because I never really had no boyfriend properly, But if I I just always feel like like sublimating it. I think that's the right word. Like tangible effort into like don't have like bottled up emotions about something. Um, what's that other one? I gotta write that one down again. I always forget stuff. This is just like a lot of. I don't. My brain doesn't work like everybody else's. You see, I like write really weird stuff. Not weird, but I like writing like I don't write good sentences and paragraphs like most people. I just kind of write what comes to mind. And this is actually my creative writing. Some creative writing I did a long time ago. I didn't really get a lot of support, so I kind of stopped. That's like a problem I have is I need a little affirmation to keep going. Like these are like stuff I wanted to get. My mom threw a lot of this stuff away, so I saved up my money and then she just threw it away after I bought it. I have some stuff. So maybe that's what I have these two. I have this book. See, this is Gene Therapy. Gene Therapy is, where's Gene Therapy? Right here. Gene Therapy. See, so I focus. And then this is my doll making book. Art doll book. I've never done none of these. I haven't made none of these. I made one of these, obviously. You've seen my other, I made a skirt like this that you see on there. I made my own version of this skirt, so I try to keep the business. There's a lot of just random writing. Just random. This is like a list foods. Falafel, breadcrumbs, corn, chickpeas, garlic, pineapple juice, water, baby spinach, lettuce, bag of salad, salad dressing, apple cinnamon muffins, mushrooms, honey nut checks. Ooh, honey nut checks. I've had those forever. Brownie mix, white frosting, frozen peas, mushrooms, carrots, spicy paprika, cumin, olive oil, garlic, ginger, paprika, chili powder, coriander, yogurt, turmeric, cardamom. Those are Indian spices, I would assume. That's private. Naruto manga. It's a picture of Ryoko from Tenchi Muyo I drew. Ryoko! Tenchi. Ryoko! Here's some collages I did. Sorry if I'm talking too much. Told you I'm a little bit on mushrooms. Oh, these are my crushes. I had a crush on these guys. This is me. This guy's a total jerk burger. And that's me before my skin turned colors. This is me in Duluth Pride. And a little Rasta flag. I don't really do Rasta no more. But it's me. Chilling solo dolo. You know how the bad bitches do. Ow, nigga, what? I didn't really have a good time in Minnesota. I was kind of, it wasn't easy. Like I'm not a very Minnesota person. And I love Minnesota. You guys are awesome. But I don't know. They're kind of, I guess, sheltered or like, I don't know. They're different kind of people from where I'm from. I don't think I'll ever go back to the Midwest, to be completely honest. I didn't like it, but Lake Superior was beautiful. And it was kind of like a movie for me, I guess, because I just kind of like, those movies where they move to some like, idealistic little lakeside town and you just kind of like, do your thing. But, so, yeah, these are my collages I've made. I just like to make old school collages. This is me on a date back in the day. See how dark I am? I get really dark skin in the summertime, which I love. I like wolves. Wolves and foxes are like my favorite. Like a fox is like my spirit animal, I would say. And then Lions Wise Crew. Oh, can't see that. It's one of my drawings. I want to draw more like this. This was like how my room was in Minnesota. I found this on Tumblr. Sifting through the mounds and mounds of freaky porn. I found this on Tumblr. And this is like where I want to be, It's where I want to live and die. And it's kind of like here, I guess. I guess it's kind of like here. It's not exactly like I want, but I always try to like create that aesthetic, you know. But it's unfortunate because I had like my room in Minnesota, I had all of this stuff, and then like between my mom and my landlord, they pretty much got rid of most of it. As I said, I'm a special needs person, so like filling out applications and moving and doing things that are easy for most people is like really fucking overwhelming for me. But that's what autism is when you have a meltdown, you're overwhelmed by something that wouldn't bother a normal person, you know. So this is my vision of love, vision of life with the pillows. As you can see, I have a lot of pillows, you know, and books and stuff, you know, like a little hippie hut. You know, I have this thing here. I got this thing here. Where's that thing? Let me show you. I got this thing here. See there? That's that thing there. And these are my little sugar plum fairies dancing around. Tweety. And she's got a crystal in her hand and little fires on her feet. I don't like these anymore because once again, my mom threw them all away, so these are the only ones I have left. But these aren't the good ones. Her name is Ember. She's like the flame princess from Adventure Time. And this is her little Pokemon, her little fire dragon. So these are my little monster highs. This is my X-Men tiny house. Let me show you the X-Men live in the tiny house. The X-Men lives up in the tiny house. Let me put him in there. I'll show you. Gambit. He lives in the tiny house. He used to belong to Ayanami Ray, and Beast Boy from Teen Titans, the Terry Dodson one. But you can guess what happened to them. I don't have to tell you. I'm sure you can guess where they are. Trash. So they kind of live up in there. It's a little tiny house. And it has a light. It has a light in there. Some steps. I put a little rug at the door. Yeah, let me finish with my collages and I'll turn this bad boy off. And I took my little spiritual shrine thing down. I think I'm gonna put it back up in the next video and just some kind of like baby tripping. I'm gonna have fun in my room. Like I feel better already, but yeah, like this guy, he's like really horrible at communicating. And I've been on Tinder hella hard. Like, actually, my Tinder's fucking popping, nigga. Like, I like hella guys on Tinder, but nobody's really, like, makes me excited, you know? So that's always difficult. But I speak, you know, I'm not like, oh, I'm waiting for this waiting shit. Like, something else ain't worked out. But, you know, even beyond that, I really like this dude. Like, he's, like, making a move on my heart. But his personality is pretty garbage, and leaves a lot to be desired. And yeah, and I think he's moving on too. Like he's on Instagram, and I don't know. I can't detect what's going on with all these things. But I don't know if it calms down in the district. I know where all the parties are at. I'm kind of like off the Afrocentric partying scene. And from what I understand, town is closing down. Like town is closing, but I haven't been to town in years. I'm like not about that life anymore. I used to pop, lock, and drop it up at the TOWN Town Dance Boutique with all the drag queens, the rest of the drag queens, the other drag queens, be up in that bitch or whatever. So yeah, I'm gonna be done rambling in just a moment. I know I've probably talked your flipping ear off by now. Finish my like I did this one right here. It's really weird, like Sally from Nightmare Before Christmas. She has a snail on her head. It's really weird. De mi neo luces. And some more shit. That my shit. That's my shit. Is Pocahontas I found on Pinterest. So because I'm trying to learn to draw better. Draws better than I already do. I already does. I'm a little Native American girly girl. Indigenous little mama. Yeah. Yeah. And I want to paint like this. This is how I want to paint. Not quite there yet, but this really inspired me, this whole... But they did a lot of work on this. I don't know how to do that type of treatments and stuff. And here's that room again. You see it's the same room from before. But for some reason, it's different. It's different. And some of the girly girls. A little girly girl. And I made these swirly cues. This little flame princess dancing around. Her name is what? Storm. That ain't no damn Storm. And then this my little guy. My little weedy man. I love this thing. This is pretty much me right there. Oh, crazy shit. Some old wild motherfucking shit, nigga. Mask of Majora. I love him, even though he's terrible. He wants to bring about the end of the world, so he's probably having fun right about now. There he is again. I love this guy. I love this thing here. That's how I look in my head. And then got this guy again. This one here. It's my favorite artist from back in the day. Flying Sontang Can. It's this crazy girl. I think she's like in Thailand or Taiwan. She draws all these crazy drawings and stuff. This is kind of like Fran, Final Fantasy 12. Weird thingity thing I drew. Some more Pocahontas. I love Pocahontas. I like this one. And I want to draw like this. Learn how to draw. But I'm not good at focusing. I know they're good. It's my Christmas list from 2009. I wanted an Xbox 360, Magna Carta, Lost Planet, purple dress shirt, matching purple tie, 2 pair of Massimo jeans, 34 waist, baggy full cut, 32 waist, boot cut distressed, 2 Massimo pullover hooded sweatshirts, 1 medium and 1 large, Gap denim jacket, what I want, black rim glasses, sewing machine. Oh my God, Puma Speed Cats. I used to love those. Art supplies. Well, I got most of this stuff, so I guess Merry Christmas. The boys in the band. Merry Christmas, bitch. So, it says Lyric. That's what I want to name my daughter. It's Neon. Neon, full of light, magic nights. I'm not sexy, I'm fertile. My body's all natural. I'm a gift of creation. But when it's just me and my man, he says I'm sexy. So, I think that's about it for this video because it's already like an hour long. Damn, an hour went by fast. I'm on them drugs. I'm on them mushrooms. Time flies when you're tripping your ass off. But thank you guys for joining me. Actually, this has proven to be very therapeutic. I'm feeling a lot better. Like, I'm gonna try to hang in there and hold on. Like, I should stop watching the news. That's what it really is. Like, I'm just waiting for like fucking people to start shooting in the streets and like fucking, I don't know. And I guess it's just people's inability to communicate effectively with me causes me to feel as though I am unwanted or uncared for or unworthy of, you know, love and affection. I come from a really abusive home, you know. Probably have some self-esteem issues because of that. Like, I'm sure I do, you know. Like, my mom is extremely abusive. Like I said, she's thrown away like everything I own for like years and years and years, you know. So that's pretty rough on me, you know. And then I guess having autism, I don't mean to be rude, but I consider myself someone about something who in depth. So I thought like this, and everyone don't want to date nobody that thought like that, you know. I don't mean to make fun of deaf people, but I could imagine that if that's a special needs person with functioning disability, you know, and they would make a very good cashier, I would say. So they may be able to hear, but because they're a deaf person and they have the accent, you know, I don't think everybody thinks that's desirable, you know, or they don't learn sign language to be able to better communicate. Maybe I should learn sign language, hell, you know. But that's how autism is. It's kind of like that, except for you appear normal, so people expect you to be normal. And then when you're not, instead of saying, oh, you have autism, it's okay, they're like, ew, you're weird. I want to hang out with my cool friends and drink Starbucks and post it on social media, loser. You're like, oh, fuck you, So that's always fun. Actually, I have one more thing. This is a really treasured memory of mine. Um, my mom, even when I first started like going to the hospital, like staying in a mental health unit, it was always because my mom would kick me out of the house. She just wouldn't let me stay in the house because that's why I'm living here. I was living at home. You guys, if you're from my Facebook, then you might be aware of my situation, as you saw me like evacuate the premises and like some Ike and Tina shit. So but I was in a hospital. It was a pretty good one. I was just staying there, and they don't, in fact, that one, they don't even make you take your pills. They just ask if you want them. So pills only make me sleep, which, is like, it's good, but, who wants to live in a hospital and eat pills? Like, shit fucking sucks. But, there was this little guy, this little dark skinned, this beautiful little dark skinned African American guy. Actually, I think he was African. He's a little guy. And the poor thing, his parents didn't come to see him or anything. He lives in the hospital, and I don't know, I must have just been nice to him one day, and I just, gave him some dap, gave him a pound like that. And then every time I see him, he'd smile and he'd put his fist up like this. And I'd be like, oh, hey, little man. And I gave him some dap, And then I didn't know his diagnosis or anything because he didn't really talk. He would just kind of walk around all day in a daze, and he kind of like stare off into space, and he doesn't really do much, But like I said, but every time he'd see me, he'd put his fist up like this, like I'm like, oh, okay, So I guess one day I was sitting there doing some drawing or something, and he looks at me and he says, "You're symmetrical." And I said, "What? What do you mean? No, what do you mean?" He says, "You're symmetrical." And I was thinking, because symmetry is when it's like the same on both sides, like if you had like, I don't know, if you did a drawing or, or like if there's a door and there's a statue on each side, that's symmetry. If you look at my vitiligo, it's symmetrical, like right here. It's not perfect, but right here, right here, right here, right there. And then both of my hands, and he just said that out of nowhere. He just looked at me, and I was like, oh my God, like that's such a big symptom of autism, because when you have autism, between between verbal and severe autism to high functioning, they tend to have like a flat kind of, we don't have a good filter for, it's almost like Tourette syndrome a little bit. If you remember Forrest Gump, he would just ask people random questions, or like, oh, those are comfortable shoes, aren't they? Or like even like Sheldon from the Big Bang Theory, he's like very particular, and he like will say something to somebody, oh, Penny, your hair looks a mess, you've dyed it another color, haven't you? Sheldon's actually a really evil character. Sheldon, he's not a very good, but his character's supposed to be based on someone with Asperger's syndrome or high functioning autism, but he's more like a Beavis and Butthead kind of thing going on there. But Forrest Gump is a really good example of autism. So then it occurred, I was like, this little guy's got autism, So I didn't bother with him too much, obviously. And it's sad because the nurses did not bother with him at all, And a lot of the nurses were African too. And they didn't even know his name, They just kind of like, just like they do me, they just walk right over me, make their money, socialize, like, oh, mental health, you dirty little riffraff, And so I was drawing one day, and he comes over and he sits down. He's like, Joseph, do you want to draw? And he was like, okay, I'll draw, And then look what he drew. Joseph drew this. And the funny thing, this pencil was on the table, and it looked just like this. It flipped me out. So he drew this, and then he stopped. He stopped drawing, and he started ripping up pieces of paper. And I said, Joseph, what are you doing? He was like, nothing. I said, why don't you keep drawing, Joseph? He was like, I should draw some more? I said, yeah, Joseph. So I put some colors next to him, and look what he drew. Look how good this is, And look at this. This is like a dinosaur fish, But I saw this in Atlantis. Like, if you look at the beginning of it, there's fish that look just like this. So he couldn't write his name, poor thing. So I wrote his name for him. His name is Joseph Noir Ford, and he's from Cameroon. So I got this. I was in the hospital almost like about a year ago, maybe about a year ago. But I've kept it ever since, you know, because it really touched my heart. You know, I haven't seen Joseph. I don't know what happened to him. He might still be in that hospital, but I was in there for like a week or so, you know, and then his parents never came to see him once. So it's really sad. It's really sad what happens to people like me, and he's just a kid, so he doesn't really talk at all. So poor thing. But you know, life sucks. You know. But yeah, so I'm gonna make a part 2, let this thing load up, and hi Chris Humphreys, hi Chris Humphreys, and talk to you later.